Welcome YouTube. Today's going to be an interesting video. We're going to cover Bitcoin technical analysis via Elliott waves. So let's get right to it. I hope everyone's having a great day. So right away here, what we have is BTC. I've got a matrix. I've created a couple matrices that I'd like to bring to the community. I believe they're very, very powerful indicators. If I explain them, not in this video because I just want to talk about Elliott waves and we can get our thoughts together. So here's a macro count of the wave. We're going to talk about some fibs and some rules and some volume tools. So the way I look at the markets, I actually start off with the VPA. So it means volume price analysis. And what we try to do is we try to figure out and try to get inside of the market makers' heads, the big money, the smart money. And we want to know what they're doing, because we gotta really humble ourselves, and we gotta stick to the basics, and we have to understand that Bitcoin is perhaps king right now, but it could very well be there may very well be a day where Bitcoin is not king anymore. So we just basically interpret volume price patterns, and we try to figure out if they're buying BTC or if they're buying some other altcoin. So let's get right into the count here. My computer's getting a little hot, so I'll try to make this video under 10 minutes. As you can see here, we've got a wave count that might be something. Okay, and to explain it right here, I have it drawn clearly so we could get to it. I believe that this, on a macro level, I believe this one to be either an A and a B, or a 1, 2. And we'll get into the rules of Elliott waves pretty soon here, okay? So if this is 1, there's 5 clear waves in here, guys, okay? So if this is 1, this is 2, this could be 3, this could be 4, this could be 5, right? So then the wave would look something like this. To be honest, this looks pretty good. The only thing that I have to say about this one is this wave 2. And look, 1, 2, we have this as 3, 4, 5. And then I have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that, right? All those retracements are so shallow. But yeah, that could be a wave for sure. But the wave I wanted to get into today is kind of like this one right here. So if this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, 2. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of the same count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as the third wave. But instead I have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2. Because of the rule of alternation. So like wave 2 is really, and as I looked closer into this, into the details, and I delete this right here, I just want to look at this correction here. You see this B wave that came up here? It looks very similar to this correction right here. So if we actually zoom in a little bit, I just wanted to bring this to the community. So this is the A, the B, right, and the C. So I mean, this one retraced all the way almost very closely to its wave 1. So this is basically wave 1 right here for us. So it's saying that we if we're going to repeat the same type of the pattern here, But if you measure up this move right here, it was a perfect 61.8. If you pull it like this, like that, it was a perfect 1618. And if I move this one like this, I'm asking myself, is this going to be a fourth wave, or is this a start of a bear market, right? So now if I pull up my other chart here, I have this wave count as a 3, right? Because I don't know if this is a 1 here. You know, I see this being the count like that, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, this is a 1, 2, 1 of the 3. So it would be something like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys have like some, vote which one do you like better. This would be the 3 of a macro, and then the 4 retracing. 4s like to retrace into wave 4 zones. But let's talk about this count right here, okay? Just to take this isolating 5 waves here, because again, and if we count this as an A, a B, and a C, and we get off of log scale, I don't want to be on log scale, we see that clearly we hit a 1618 and we bounce strongly on it. That's the wave C target, right? So if I labeled it just like so, this would be your A, your B, and your C. And the market makers, when it comes to the strategies here, by the way, this is the timeline right here is in June, the start of June 4th. I want to see a continuation. And if this is just a B wave up, then we're going to be in a bear market. It all depends right now about volume. If this comes up here, and has lower volume, then we're going to see another C wave down with an impulse C wave down, and probably like 13K. I was thinking like 19K, but now that I look at this wave, like we mentioned, if we go on log scale, and this one pulled up all the way in here, it looks very similar to this one. And the rule of alternation, right? I mean, this looks very similar, but maybe we'll get a double for a bigger, and we'll come down here somewhere. Regardless, this is the count that I'm looking at on non-log scale, and you have the ABC here. So this could be fourth wave, right? But this could also just be an A. So we want to differentiate. Which one do you guys think it is, right? If so again, it's about log scale, not log scale. The rules of Elliott waves, or at least Elliott wave forecast, these guys here. It's a really good website, by the way, if you check that out. They're saying that wave 4s typically only retrace to the 382, which is on log scale as 382, and it shouldn't retrace into 61.8, which is what it did on non-log scale. Okay, and if I take it's like if some people think that this is a full wave and it's done, then I guess you would have to pull the whole range, the whole structure, and you would think that this is a 1 or a B, a C, or this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 upwards. Again, when it comes to the investors, trader psychology, it goes something like sell in May, go away. I've been saying that, I've been preaching that for a while in the channels. And that's exactly what happened, a huge sell-off in May. So to the rules of Elliott waves here, let's say that this is a 1, right? I honestly don't really know. A good indicator for that is the total chart, because it gives you a better scenario. But let's just say that's 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. and this is coming down to be 4, right? What Gannon would do is pretty much look at for time at least. I know Elliott's is different because he believes in the rule of alternation, but this is basically the time parameter that we're looking for December 2021 because it took of this previous retracement, which is very similar to this one as well. And then we started uptrending for the wave 5. And the 2618 at the wave 5 is 195 on log scale. And I'm not going to check the other ones because it really doesn't make sense on non-log scale for a higher time frame. So that's the real question that I'm asking. And then you see how the 61.8 is right here. So if this is 3 waves and we're coming down for the 4th wave, we're going to want to retrace like right here, or for time, so chop around, chop around, chop around, which is one of the things for wave 4, one of the rules, the guidelines for wave 4s. So yeah, this is basically 2 counts that we have, okay, for Bitcoin, for the 5 waves in the macro cycle, and so if we had like the wave 3 for another impulse of the wave 3, like could that work, right? Because I'm thinking that this is just like a wave 3, okay? Like we're still in the wave 3, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna watch this B wave retracement upwards. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Like this one looks probably more conservative, definitely. This count here. But anyways, the rule of Elliott waves is saying that wave 4 should stay above the 382. Should stay above the wave, the 382, and probably consolidate for a time. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much it for this video. We can see that the 5-day chart has hit perfectly on the bull cycle EMA, which is good on the macro cycles, right? And here on the 3-day, we're still bearish, and like we don't have any support. So if we go on the higher scale, we don't have on the perpetuals anyways. Let's go to the BTC USD. And we still have like support at like 24 thou on the USDT. Right? So I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and a comment on what wave that you think it is. I'm curious on what you think. Does this one make sense to you as a wave 4? Right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a 1. Or this is a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I hope that makes sense. All right. Peace.